Welcome back to Digimon Story Lost Evolution. Previously, I've started my journey through the graphics board continent. Starting in East City, I defeated and rescued Asuka. Then, in South City, the Numemon Sanctuary, I've defeated Tres of the bandits, which I then followed up with my third victory at West City. My next destination is North City. Defeating the champion there will give me the qualification to enter the World Championship. So let's get to it. I visit the Tamer town to hand plates to Octomon, receiving the 100 plate prize, a lucky ring. Then I land on Access Glacier North and go through the westmost path to the north, entering the Proxy Island. New wild Digimon found here include Brachiomon. He could go all the way to Mega Plus, but needs a password to do so. Parrotmon can't reach Mega as a fresh Digiconvert, same deal with Blossomon. Flaremon though will have an easier time reaching it. Butemon requires 2 different plates if he's to evolve to the next stage, unusual for an Ultimate to Mega evolution. Cherrymon has an easy time reaching Mega, considering Puppetmon's early plate acquisition. Minervamon's Strike Roll is an unimpressive single target move, at least Hyper Tornado dropped speed. Rosemon's Forbidden Temptation is a white confusion move, while Rose Spear is single target paralysis. Saber Leomon has Twin Fang for white paralysis. Same with Hercules Cabuterimon's Giga Scissor Claw, though it might also stun. I followed a long path to the northwest, followed by northeast through 2 areas, then southeast, which is where I find a chest that contains the Proxy East key. How convenient that the gate this key opens is right here as well. I go further southeast through 2 areas, then southwest. Here, I find a chest that has 2 paralysis heals. I then go northwest, finding a spring, as well as a chest that has 3000 bits. I go back 3 areas, then go further northeast through 2 areas. Here, I open a chest that contains a sniper gun, and open the gate to the final city, North City. Don't let the Tamer and Digimon inhabitants fool you. This city has random encounters that include Aquamon, who will have an easy time reaching Mega. Knightmon has 2 Royal Knights as evolution options, of course, though one is password locked. Rapidmon has another simple path to Mega. Slash Enginemon's Golden Ripper is an unusual speed drop split move. Holy Sword is better, considering it has the same property with a better range, so why bother with the extra 5 power. Zambamon's moves hit 2 spaces at most. Hunting Knife can insta-kill. Seraphimon goes for ultra-wide moves, like Glory Thunder and Strike with the 7 stars. Even has an ultra-wide heal. No point in waiting, let's go straight for the champion. Blocking my way is ideal. She sends out a Darkramon, Spinomon, and Lotusmon. Things are starting to heat up a bit, as bosses are starting to take their turns first, but it's still on the easier side of things. Next is a nameless Tamer with a strange but familiar sea serpent. She keeps asking for that Digimon's name, but I can't quite remember. She sends it alongside a Butemon and Hyandramon to fight me. The latter in particular is quite tanky. While I do win, the question remains. At least I get some hints this time, which revealed that this is not just any Warusidramon, but that Warusidramon. Turns out both of them lost their memories. Wait, could that Tamer be? Nah, she couldn't. Next up is the champion, Takto. Yui is here as well. Of course it's time for War Ground on round 4. He sends out a Tiger Vespamon and Gaiomon as well. Tiger Vespamon would be a speedy threat, were it not for Kage, my own speed demon. I finish him with fire, leaving the other 2 as easy pickings. After winning, Takto finally opens up. Turns out Yui has been out cold since she entered the digital world. Warusidramon and, maybe Sayo turn out to help. The Jinzeng could cure her condition. There's an ancient Wisemon in Proxy Island West that should have it. Now that I can go further into the island, I can find Tiger Vespamon in the wild, an unusual choice for Dino Beamon's evolution. His standout is probably the Wide Gear Stinger, capable of paralysis. I open a chest that contains the Proxy West key, then go southwest through 2 areas. I go back northeast through the westmost path to cut some trees to go even further northeast, finding a boss chest. I go back 2 areas then southwest, which is where I open the Digiport, then open a chest that has 9 ethers, followed by going through a warp. It's in this isolated island that I find Ancient Wisemon. I ask for the medicine, but he seems to take it the wrong way, so he attacks me alongside an Armageddonmon. These bosses of recently have needed the use of speed control moves. Their damage is starting to actually become serious as well. After winning, he clarifies that he thought I wanted to induce a coma instead, mistaking me as part of the selectors. I finally get the Jinzeng to give to Yui, and she finally wakes up. We can finally put our differences aside. The friend group is finally together at last. Colonel even calls to congratulate me, and gives me access to the graphics board central, where the championship will take place. I sure could go ahead, or I could just do some quests. First, I start with Lady Devimon's Maiden Heart. Lady Devimon has fallen over an attractive gentleman who lives in Wizard Temple. She wants me to tell him. To reach this temple, I must first enter one of the many pits in Task Canyon or Thriller Ruins that take me to the Graphics Board Tunnel. There happens to be one just outside the Thriller Ruins Westport. New wild Digimon found in this tunnel include Mametairamon, who only has one path to Mega. Matadormon, meanwhile, has an incredibly difficult time turning Mega. Not only does it require high ability, the plate is only found post-game. Taomon has an easier time, as well as a redesigned sprite. Grapleomon only has one realistic Mega choice. Digimon doesn't have much win for him. Gas Hang On Death can insta-kill, though it's single target. Babamon is mostly a support Digimon. The very wide Empress Haze can confuse. After reaching the central area, I go southeast to climb up to the Wizard Temple. New wild encounters found here include Mummymon, who has a surprisingly easier time reaching Bellsmon than the more lore-friendly Pharaohmon. Arukenimon can reach Mega easily as well. Myotismon's road to Mega Plus will require the previously mentioned Digimon as allies. Wisemon has multiple roadblocks to achieve evolution. Grenquagamon has an ultra-wide move, but his strongest move is the single-target Dimension Scissors. Lilithmon's Phantom Pain is a white poison move, while Barbamon's Pandemonium Lust is a stronger but narrower poison move. Guess Dark Whisper's White Confusion could be the way. I go southwest, open a chest that has a revive, then I return northeast through the upper path, going further northeast through 2 areas, then back southwest through the lower path to open a chest that contains the Wizard Key. I go back to the previous area, then melt some ice to open a chest at the northeast that has a dependable axe. I then go for the lower northeast path, open a chest that contains 2000 bits, then go northwest, finding Myotismon, the object of Lady Devimon's affections. He doesn't feel ready to reciprocate. Oh, the Digiport Gate is here. Well, I go back 3 areas to meet with Lady Devimon, who bolts out after I said he rejected her advances, so I have to chase her all the way back to where Myotismon is. She's so outraged that she takes it out on me. Well, this is a first, huh? Fighting my client like this. After winning, she goes back to her senses, I think. Guess I'll collect my reward, which includes 2 full restores and 2 empty boosts alpha. Next quest is Secret Training. Take back the scroll. Karatemon had the scroll of his stolen by a Piedmon. Shurimon in Angler Tunnel knows more of the situation. To reach the tunnel, I must go through the graphics board Marine. A spring from either Access Glacier or Proxy Island should do it. I land in Access Glacier North and go east twice to find a spring. New wild Digimon found underwater include Mermaimon, which is another case of a fresh Digiconvert who can't reach Mega at first. Plesiomon's Sorrow Blue isn't anything special, good thing it can still evolve further. Needs password though. Marine Angemon's Kahuna Waves at least hit wide. Metal Seedromon's Energy Blast is a wide speed reduction move. Giga Seedromon's Giga Sea Destroyer is an ultra wide move without much else going on. Neptunemon's Vortex Infiltration is an unfortunate single target move. It doesn't even have a side effect. The non-unique Ocean Wave is so much better, being an ultra wide speed reduction move that can even stun. I go to the central area, collect a chest that has 5000 bits, then go southeast to emerge into the Angler Tunnel. New Digimon I can find in this sewer include Impmon. This little guy is mostly here as a source of Bellsmon plates, though there were earlier alternatives already. Mamemon can't reach Mega as a fresh Digiconvert. Xiaojinmon has an easier time reaching Mega. Warusidromon's evolution takes him to another tree. Diaboromon's Web Wrecker is a white poison move. Hookmon meanwhile has 2 options for white speed droppers, either Crusher Punch or Needle Squall. The former is a bit narrower though. Boltmon's Tomahawk Slash can cause confusion. I go all the way north, then go east, turn the valve, go back 1 area, take the southmost path, follow the path to the east so I can turn a second valve. I go all the way back to the start. The southwest corner has a chest that contains the Angler Key. I then go east, open a chest that has the Angler card, go east again, open a chest that contains 2000 bits, then meet with Shurimon. He knows Piedmon is further ahead. I go east again, climb the ladder to open a 3rd valve, go east to melt some ice that blocks a chest that has a homing bow. I go to the previous area, finally open the gate to progress east, then north, encountering Piedmon. He gloats about stealing the precious recipe, so I have to take him down in a fight. It does take a while, but after it's over, I take the recipe back, open a chest that has 3 full restores, open the Digiport as well, then deliver the scroll back to Shurimon. As part of the reward, Karatemon gives me an MP boost alpha and a high jump farm good. I then go for the adorable pair's big fight. Andromon wants to stop a conflict between a Digimon and Putimon. They should be in Angler Tunnel. I find Digimon immediately after landing. and he agrees to apologize if Putimon does the same. I find Putimon 2 areas over, agreeing much of the same. As I advance a further 2 areas though, I find the 2 of them fighting. Each wants the other to apologize first, so I have to intervene. Turns out they're quite mighty for in-training Digimon. I actually sweat a bit for this one. After defusing the situation, the 2 Digimon finally see eye to eye, so I report to Andromon, receiving 5 revives and the tarot cards farm good. Next quest I go for is What's the Important Matter? The Freeze's Letter. Ex-Tyrannomon received the letter from Monzaimon, but he lost it, so he asks me to deliver a letter to Monzaimon detailing the situation. I land on Task Canyon North, go west. The second time I do so is through the upper path, finding Monzaimon, but he accidentally tears up the letter. Pandamon can fix it though, so he hands me a letter detailing the situation. I go northwest twice to find Pandamon, but he's clumsy as well. Time to deliver the letter to Monzaimon, and it falls into a puddle. Great, that's just great. It's ping pong time. Pandamon screws up as well. If this is a comedy of errors, I am not laughing. Monzaimon pulls through though, and remembers what he wrote to Ex-Tyrannomon, so I finally deliver him the letter to receive 3 medicines alpha and a machine Dramon plate beta as part of the reward. I follow up by buying a Theta hammer from Andromon. Now even green crystal bug plates are within my means. I also digivolve Aqua to Metal Sidramon and Rocky to Saber Leomon. Time for some fun quests. First up is, this time for sure, Dracmon, which requires a carefree Metal Greymon. Dracmon has been stealing digiplates. He should be in Access Glacier. I land in the north, then take the eastern north path, finding the culprit, but he just runs away. So I go back to the previous area, then go south, take the eastern path north, sweep around east, then go further south through 2 more areas, finally catching up to him. He's feeling insecure, so he starts a fight. He did catch me off guard though, so it takes a while to defeat this pretty strong rookie. Well, after that's over, I report to Metal Greymon, receiving an EXP 2000 as part of the reward. Next up is the search for the fake Wergarurumon, which requires a cool Wergarurumon. Some faker is using his name to commit crimes. I must go to the Frillo Ruins. I land in Task Canyon South and go southwest, finding a Wergarurumon, though he doesn't take well to being called a faker, so a fight breaks. He goes down easy, but there might be another similar Digimon here. So I go all the way through the ruins until I find the area adjacent to South City, finding our faker, a Merukimon. Sure, he's a tougher fight, but not by much. With this issue resolved, I report to Wergarurumon, receiving a set of Dramon chainmail and 3 revives as part of the reward. I then go for the big family gathering, Chichimon's family, which requires a carefree Buraimon. He wanted to show his family, but they're scattered all over Proxy Island. I land on Proxy Island West, finding Chichimon right in the first area. I go southeast through 2 areas, then southwest, finding Temon. I go back 2 areas, then go north through 2 areas, finding Hyokomon. I cross North City, then go southwest through 3 areas and take a warp, finding Chronomon. Well, I guess that's it. I report to Buraimon, receiving 2 EXP 2000s and a Chronomon Holy Mode Plate Beta as part of the reward. Next quest is find the 3 rings, which requires a cowardly Pixiemon. He lost 3 rings in Wizard Temple, so I must fetch them. After landing, I go 3 areas ahead, finding the Onyx Ring, then another 2 areas, finding the Ruby Ring. I go back 4 areas, encountering a Ghoulmon who found the 3rd ring, so I must fight him for it. After I win, I get the Diamond Ring. Delivering the rings back earns me a full restore and an EXP 2000 as part of the reward. I go for Mega Training Menu, which requires a Wild Shaderamon. He suggests a new training regiment in Shadow Abyss. I meet the Ancient Sphinxmon in the first area. As part of training, I must face the 3 opponents here. I go north through 2 areas, fighting Antilamon, who is aided by a Lopmon. After winning, I go south to fight the Sakuyamon, helped by a Lunamon. After that's dealt with, I go back 1 area, then north and southwest, fighting a Superstarmon, helped by a Chronomon. After that, I go back to the starting area, finally facing Ancient Sphinxmon. Defeating him ends the training, so I report to Shaderamon to get 6 medicines and a Lightning Javelin as part of the reward. Next is making shaved ice from a giant iceberg, which requires a selfish Luchamon. He wants to make snow cones at Access Glacier. I land in the south, then go north, take the center north path, followed by northwest to find ice flakes. Then I go all the way to West City, crossing it, then going northeast twice to find a Zudomon. He splits the ice with me by way of a fight, where he's aided by a Frigimon. Once that's done, I get the ice to deliver to Luchamon, whose rewards include 2 Panaceas and an EXP 2000. Next quest is the beauty soap that everyone desires, which requires a modest Lilamon. She wants some beauty soap that can be found in Task Canyon. I land in Task Canyon North, finding Lilymon immediately. She needs red bubbles to make the soap, so I go southwest through 3 areas, taking the lower path as I do so, collecting the bubbles I deliver to Lilymon, get some soap, deliver it to Lilamon. That way, I receive 3 panaceas and a delicious sap farm good as part of the reward. Things seem to be going up. I finally went to North City, faced Takuto and his Wargralmon for the last time. Turns out, Yui was sick, so I had to find a Ginseng for her. Since she woke up, the friend group has finally been reunited. Next step is to enter the World Championship and prove myself a strong enough tamer that I can take on the selectors. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you next time as I advance through the tamer ranks.